much better. What's up everybody? Did you make some coffee? Do you have some breakfast? Define Lens here with another video on how you can improve your color grading skills and make your colors pop, totally transforming any type of image. So there's a couple of things I want to achieve in today's video. Number one being the total color of the image. I'm going to brighten up those highlights and I'm going to give more darkness and contrast to the darker areas. And number two being the overall tone of the image. I think a warmer type of image is going to work best for this type of photo. So let's stop wasting time and dive right into Lightroom. Right out of camera, the image looks a bit too plain and simple for me, so I've opened that up in Lightroom and I'm going to start to play around with the color tones and the color temperature of the image. So make sure you're in the develop tab, head over to the right hand side to play around with the temperature a bit. I'm going to up this to around 7 just because a sunset means a warmer tone. Then usually what I do is I click on auto so that it automatically adjusts the image for me, and then I'll play around with it from there on. In this case, I'm going to give it a bit more shadows, lighter shadows, just brings out those details, and then lower blacks really just fades out the black so that it doesn't look faded out too much. Everything else looks great. Presence, I'll just basically drop the clarity a bit to around 12 so that it gives that nice soft tone to the image or to the sunset. And then for vibrance and saturation, I'll add that to around 10 so that you get a lot more colors coming from the sun and through the picture. For the curves, I usually make a little bit of an S curve just so that I can drop those blacks and up the highlights a little bit. This works best, I use it for all my photos. For the HSL color and black and white panel, in the color panel I'm just going to play around with the oranges and the yellows. I'll drop the oranges a little bit just so that I get more red to the sunset, and then I'll play around with the yellows as well. This is your own preference, so whatever effect you want in those colors, the yellows and the oranges, play around with them. You can up the hue for more yellow and lower it for a little bit more orange. In the HSL panel there's not too much I want to adjust here, but some of the oranges I can remove and make it a bit more yellowish. I think that's really starting to look great. I want to play around with the shadows a bit. I want to give it a little bit more of a colder tone in the shadows and a little bit more warm in the sunset. The sunset actually looks great as is, but I'm going to play around with the shadows and give it a bit more colder toning. So in the split toning panel, just head over to shadows, give it a little bit of a blue, and then you can just play around with the saturation till you get something that fits your needs. That's basically it for the image. I think this looks perfect. If you have a look at the before and after, before and obviously after, that looks so much better. Well, there you have it. The craziest thing about this effect is just how easy it is to achieve this look in Lightroom. Lightroom is just such an amazing program, and all these effects are just quite easy to achieve if you know the tools and you know exactly where to edit them, what to edit in what type of image and so on. Well, that being said, please leave a comment down below if you've got any questions, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I mean, come on, where's the love, guys? Where's the love? Subscribe to my channel for future content, for new videos every single Sunday morning so that you can enjoy them while having a good old breakfast. And as always, be defined.